All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Shegun Olo. In fact, good morning from here in Nigeria. How did it? How did I skip already into past 12 a.m. before starting this show? Well, I just came in and I had to do something before going to bed, so that's why this had to happen the way it is happening right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome on the show as usual, and I want to say, while I wait for more people to join, let's have this short break.
Ghana alone.
They deport Nigerians.
Wow.
Don't hear that one before.
I just hear today now for your mouth.
He say, now our leaders, our dealers.
Now them.
Now them they cause them.
Yeah. Because now them be Ojelu for this Nigeria. Now them.
Your pastor they talk say make you they pray against Oriburuku come attack Oshidano.
Wow.
And they come they talk say make you they choose that Oriburuku, the two parties where they put you for Oriburuku.
That's so.
Only Oriburuku.
It's true.
Or they don't support Taka Edanu. You can't pray it away.
Oh yes.
Bíbélì sọ pé o lè wà nínú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kò ní kó rí ọ̀fẹ́ máa pọ̀ sí. You cannot abide in sin and be calling for abundance of blessing.
Oh yes.
It's possible. You have to do away with them.
PDP ò dá APC ò súnmọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ àdìbò fẹ́ni tó yẹ Nàìjíríà ká lè tẹ̀síwájú.
Nigeria don spoil already.
Fẹ́ràn pátì méjì ẹ mọ́.
Tẹ́ ẹ bá wà careful, ibi tó wà gan, Èkó á dìpọ̀ tẹ padà sí Jẹ̀bú. All right, so welcome properly on the show, everybody. I'm going to open the phone line, and I want to be as brief as possible. Well, to begin with, I want to say that this show is about how we can get. All of you have already seen the results, because over the past few weeks or months before the election, when I was talking about the chances being slim, everybody was saying, "Shegun, you'll be shocked. Don't worry." No, it's not as if I'm not supporting APC or PDP, and I'm sure by this time there's no doubt about that anymore. But what we are saying is that it's not about whether we are supporting new generation candidates. It's about what we think can happen from here. Do you think they can win? My answer has always been the same thing. No, they cannot win. And the reason is very simple. These guys are just coming, and the standards they are coming with are way too high for people that are voting in Nigeria. As a result, if we must really rescue this country, the approach, the work is not going to be as easy as you think. So it's going to be a well-concentrated effort that's going to involve a whole lot of things. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, let us now begin to look at how the diaspora people who are angry enough to ask questions and to want to see a better country, how can they bring about the desired change in the country? And that is what this broadcast is all about today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to be easy. As a result, let me just quickly let you understand that we need concerted efforts to get this thing coming to fruition. It's not going to happen just by sheer wish. Now, let me say this, that number one, we need more people to contest, not only Shore, especially those of you that are coming from abroad and who have in your head or who have in your mind what the rescue operation is supposed to be like. All of you need to sponsor local candidates locally, or you yourself come, just the way Dr. Chidi did in Enugu. It's going to trickle down, because politics is seriously local in Nigeria. It's not what you feel like somebody will just come on the surface and then like a messiah, except you are coming to do revolution where you just going to bring all the gadgets, weaponry, hardware and all that and clear everybody. Otherwise, if it is about politics, guys, forget it. It's a lot of work. So I was surprised that a lot of people were expecting Shore to win because of the hype. No, I support Shore, but I wasn't expecting him to win. That's the truth, and I didn't pretend about it. I said it. I didn't pretend about it. So the reality is that so many things are not going to work. But if we truly want to now face or focus on the way elections are supposed to go or hold, then we now need to begin to also look at how possible is it to ensure that these things are not happening the same way they have been happening over time? Because for as long as we are still conducting election the same old way, we will not achieve results. Now, what are the things I feel were not right about the last election and how we can correct them? Number one is that these new generation candidates were not taken seriously, and even if they were taken seriously, look at the way the ballots or the elections were conducted, and look at the outcome or they reflected in the results. And how do I mean? You see, for instance, if you have been following the announcement of results, you'll be seeing where some parties are having 1, 2, 0 as many units. Now look at it. You also saw where violence were recorded, and that is to say that one of the ways that we can eliminate all of this rigorous process, and we even expected larger turnout this year, but we saw low turnout. Why? Even despite the fact that INEC released the statistic or infographic showing that more people collected PVCs this year than previous years. It shows that they have been writing figures over the years. People were not actually coming out as being reported on the result sheets. Now, what it also tells us is that the use of EVM, electronic voting machine, has also helped to reduce the rate at which they can inflate figures. Yes, we are graduating, we are progressing, but we are not yet there. But we cannot just be wasting time saying we'll get there, we'll get there. No, we need to hit the ground running in time. And the reality also is that it is only technology that can assist to take all of these encumbrances out of the way. Encumbrance or barriers such as empowering the thugs around town to come and be hijacking ballot boxes or intimidating voters, so that there are little or no people coming to vote against the ones that want to perpetuate themselves in power. As a result, it's a long walk to freedom. It's not going to be cheap, right? So there's work for diaspora Nigerians to do, especially those of you that are so passionate about and patriotic enough. The work is in your hands. How do I mean? We want to push that all Nigerians, regardless of wherever you are located, are able to vote. We have seen it demonstrated in Senegal in their recent election, where Senegalese were able to vote regardless of wherever they were located. So you may be in Canada, New York, New Jersey, California, you may be in Germany, you may be in Israel, you may be anywhere, but you'll be able to vote. How? By the fact that everybody is able to use their simple technological system. Maybe your mobile has one vote, just the same way if you have withdrawn the money in your account, you don't have one, except that one is credited to it. So we can do it. Technology will solve all of this for us. For as long as the same manual ballot system, a lot of people will be able to intimidate people, because physically we can see us. Who knows when I want to go and withdraw money and what ATM I'm going to use? Nobody. So that is the liberty that technology guarantees. Results we can begin to leverage on technology. So let us begin to work on. But how do we get this to work? That's where people can achieve it. For instance, you can begin to break into cells or into number one committee of measuring the Senate to force the Senate or to compel the Senate to bring about a bill that will eventually become a law. This is a long time, so we can achieve it within a period of 1 year or 6 months, on how speed the process is. We can need to ascend to work on the bill to enable diaspora voters to vote. That's number one. We make a lot of significant impacts on our voting power. Number two is that we can now begin to also have another group of pressure, like protesters and all of that. Number three is the group rotation people going to be sponsoring or even once in a while to come and organize conferences, such as example of the TEDx and all of that, conferences that will reorientate Nigerians, say for instance on university campuses